Here in the bottom of the second now, due up for the Oaks is Brazil, Valenzuela, and Wilson. But after dropping the first game of today's doubleheader, that put Menlo on an 8-game losing streak, so they're looking to snap it with a win today to close out the series, their debut series at that, of Hawaii Pacific. Ground ball hit the short. Throw on the first is high. It's off the bag, but first baseman over there able to put the tag on him for the first out. Daniel Johnson having to display some acrobatic abilities on that play. The one gone with Ramon Valenzuela coming up to the plate for the first time today. In the first game, Valenzuela had a single, 2 singles, 3 singles. And he hits that one out of here for a home run to right. It's gone. Ramon Valenzuela will put the Oaks on the board with a solo shot after having a solid first game. Started out to a good start here, giving Menlo a 1-0 lead. So he gave that one a ride. So he turned his 3 singles from the first game into a 4-bagger. That's his second home run on the year. Now coming up, Brandon Wilson takes the first pitch low for a ball. The hard hit ball down at the third baseline is going to go foul. It's the 1-1. And Vanek able to put it over the plate for strike 2. And Brady Wilson down the count. It's the 1-2 pitch. It's a ground ball over to third. Picked up by Arnold. Throw on the first across the diamond in time. 2 gone. Now we go back to the top of the order with Jake Warkintian playing right field today. He didn't start in the first game. Jake Warkintian, sophomore, considered a utility player. He fouls out the first pitch. He hails from Chandler, Arizona. Coming to the year, batting .228. On for a home run and 6 RBIs. He played 20 games last year for Menlo. Saw improvement in his batting averages. Last year he batted .207. The second pitch to him is swung on and miss. Warkintian down 0-2 in the count. There's the 0-2 pitch from Vanek. And he swings for that one. Warkintian didn't see that was a drop third strike. It's going to be a throw down to first in time, and that's going to end the inning. But Ramon Valenzuela sending a solo shot to right field. Able to put Menlo on the board first. So we'll go to the top of the third. Oaks 1, Sharks 0 here on the Pac West Network. Menlo are up 1-0 on the Hawaii Pacific via a Ramon Valenzuela home run back in the second inning. As Anthony Tellez will return to the rubber in his third inning of work, as Hawaii Pacific will have the top of the order due up. And Bronson Rivera stepping back in. See, he flew out to left field back in the first inning. Tellez delivering the first pitch to him. High and outside for ball 1. Bronson Rivera yesterday tied the single season record for home runs in a season. for a Shark at 13 as he sends that one to right, and it's going to fall in for a hit and bounce off the wall. Rivera making the turn at first, and they'll slide in the second with a leadoff double for Hawaii Pacific. So Rivera able to get on with a deucey. That's going to send up Skylar Agnew. As the Hawaii Pacific are looking to even up the score as Agnew, dangerous hitter at the plate, had a solid performance in today's opener. Finished the game with 4 RBIs, including a solo home run that he hit. And he sends that one out to center field, and it's going to fall in for a hit. Rivera is going to round third as a relay home, but it's cut off. Rivera's going to get in safely with a slide. Agnew pulls in the second. He has an RBI double to tie the game up, 1-1. Skylar Agnew continuing to showcase his offensive prowess in today's doubleheader. So now Noah Blythe will come up for the second time. He was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Looking to give the Sharks the lead with one swing. There's Tellez delivering home. Blythe gets jammed, but since it's foul, it's going to go out of play. The wind pushing a little bit as the American flag just over the center field wall is moving more towards the north. Tellez taking a look at second. Delivers home, and Blythe shoots it back in the center field. Coming on for a dive, but not able to get it out there in center is Wilson, as it's going to be ruled a base hit. Agnew holds up at third, not able to score on that one. But now it's first and third. Nobody out. So now brings up the cleanup hitter, Daniel Johnson. First pitch to Johnson is a strike in the outside part of the plate. Johnson reached base his last time up on an E6. It's the 0-1 to him. And another strike in a similar spot. Johnson down the count 0-2. Tellez in the driver's seat. Runners at first and third, excuse me. Here's the 0-2. Johnson, the high fly ball at the left field. It's got some carry to it, and it's going to get over the outstretched glove of the left fielder. Agnew will score from third, standing up. Johnson having a long single, but nonetheless, it gives Hawaii Pacific the lead, 2-1. Now we're going to get a mound visit from Menlo's pitching coach. And Blythe only able to advance 90 feet on that hit. And Samuel Brewer had a chance to try to run that one down, but wasn't able to catch up to it. So Tellez is going to look to stay in it. So that'll bring up Tyler Arnold. Runners at first and second now. Still nobody out. As Hawaii Pacific are now taking the lead in the top of the third, now up 2-1. And Arnold struck out his first time up. He'll take the first pitch in the second AB for a strike. Third baseman Justin Flannery playing towards the edge of the infield grass as Arnold showing bunt. Now all the infielders come in, and he'll put it down in front of the mound. Teles will go to third. The throw is in time, and they get the out. Able to get the lead runner. The smart baseball IQ on display by Anthony Teles. Menlo able to get the first out. There's Troy Harding. Harding fouls that one off. Daniel Johnson at second. Tyler Arnold at first. So Harding takes the 0-1 outside for ball one. And Teles looks in, get a sign from Brazil. Takes a look at second. Delivers the 1-1 pitch. Harding will foul that one off the other way. Troy Harding, first at bat, flew out to center field. Here's the 1-2 pitch to him. And he sends that one down the left field line. It'll stay fair. Brewer picks it up. That's right, throw it on home. Throw's cut off. And a throw from the Kaufman is late. Johnson is able to slide in safely to extend Hawaii Pacific's lead 3-1. So an RBI single for Troy Harding. And Hawaii Pacific having a bit of a rally here in the top of the third. A little bit of a difference from how they came out swinging in the first game. Now Owen Wessel will step up, take the first pitch for a ball. Oh, and umpire calls a balk on Teles after he threw the pitch. Oh, now all the runners will advance 90 feet easily. That moves Arnold to third and Harding to second via balk. And whistle calls time. So the count is at 2 balls and no strikes. It's a 2-0. Still fouls that one off for the first strike. So Owen Wessel has 2 runners in scoring position. Going to try to extend the inning. The 2-1 pitch is hit out the short. Slow enough to be picked up and thrown the first in time for the out. Arnold will score from third. They tack on another one for the Sharks. As this is now a 4-1 game. Now Perales will come up. Second time today. Takes the first pitch for a ball. And he swings out that one foul. Goes directly right behind us. Perales ground out back to the pitcher. His first plate appearance in the last inning. Delez working with 2 outs, trying to get out of it. This guy's back up to the plate. He misses high for ball 2. Just has to locate, be careful around this dangerous Hawaii Pacific lineup. He's pitching from the windup. It's a ground ball over to third, picked up. Throw on the first is on the bag. According to the umpire, is Matt Morrison able to dig out the dirt, and that will end the inning. Hawaii Pacific able to have a 4-run inning and take the lead. They came via 5 hits. Though Menlo will look to have to get back into it, going to the bottom of the third. But the score now 4-1, Hawaii Pacific up. Jacob Vanek now able to work with a lead with Hawaii Pacific, scoring 4 runs back in the top of the third. Now transitioning over to the bottom half of the inning. Justin Flannery will lead things off for the Oaks. Be Flannery, Alley, and Morrison due up here in the third. Flannery singled back in his first at bat of the game. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off. Last year, batting .276. There's a fly ball at the shallow left center. Running in to make the catch is Blythe for out number 1. That's going to bring up Brandon Alley. Brandon Alley, the DH, reached base via fielder's choice back in the first. Vanek delivers the first pitch to him. Runs it inside, but a little bit too inside. I'll come back with the 1-0. On Alley, there's a drive out the right field. Ranger back on towards the wall and able to make the catch. Kind of slightly reaching over for it is Sandadad. He's able to just get it just at the warning track, right at the wall for out number 2. There's a loud out there by Brandon Alley. Not able to send it far enough. L2 gone. Here in the bottom of the third, Jacob Vanek working fast as he'll have Matt Morrison to deal with. Trying to go for the 1-2-3 inning. First pitch to Morrison. That one's sitting out the right field, and Sandadad will easily place himself in front of it to make the catch to retire the side. The 1-2-3 for Vanek. Nothing doing for Menlo in that inning as we'll move on to the next one with Hawaii Pacific up 4-1. Drew Sandadad will lead off the top of the 4th for the Sharks. As the common thing is usually if you make the last player, if you make great plays in the field, you usually have the first up when it's time to hit. And Sandadad will take the first pitch across for a ball. As Delez enters now his 4th inning of work, the only blemish has been the 4 runs that he's given up. The 1-0 misses outside for ball 2. And Drew Sandadad, a redshirt sophomore, 5'9", from Bellevue, Washington, on the Pacific Northwest. So he takes strike 1. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Sandadad hits a good one down the left field line, but it's going to go way foul. Landed right into Hawaii Pacific's bullpen, just down the left field line. Here's the 2-2. And Sandad's going to keep this one in the infield as it's popped up over by first base as Morrison camps under it to make the catch for the first out. The Sharks will now go to the top of the order with Bronson Rivera coming up. Rivera's 1 for 2 on the game. He hit a double, came around, scored back in the third for that 4-run inning for Hawaii Pacific. He's hacking early, swinging and missing through the first pitch. Here's Tellez with the 0-1. That one bounces way in the dirt. Scurries over to Menlo's on-deck circle. It'll be ball 1. And Bronson Rivera, for those that may not know, it's a D1 transfer. He swings and misses at third pitch, strike 2. And Bronson Rivera played at Hawaii of Manoa. Will actually be Hawaii Pacific's next matchup when they wrap up here in Atherton today, as they will head back home to the island. Rivera sends it over to third, picked up by Flannery, throwing the first in time. 2 out here in the 4th. There's a lot of D1 transplants on the Hawaii Pacific roster. There's Bronson Rivera coming from Hawaii, Hawaii University. Kan Taguchi, who's not playing today, transferred over from Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon, another D1 college baseball program, making waves, especially with having a nice couple of seasons the past few years. So Taguchi is the next of kin of a former major leaguer, especially when you want to talk about the Japanese wave coming into Major League Baseball these days. So Taguchi played for the Cardinals, Phillies, and the Cubs, and a 2-time World Series champ. Has the privilege of calling Kan Taguchi his son. Here's Skylar Agnew. Are heading the count at 2-1. Tellez trying to go for another 1-2-3 inning. He misses outside that time. Count goes to 3-1. Yeah, definitely a Japanese wave coming into Major League Baseball these days, especially with Shohei Ohtani, no-brainer there. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the Dodgers. Seiya Suzuki in Chicago with the Cubs. Especially what was happening late last week with, you guys you consider opening day baseball with the Tokyo series when the Dodgers and the Cubs both traveled over to the Far East. Of course, with opening day being this week here stateside, everybody around the country is excited for that. I'll begin the 2025 MLB season. Oh, and Noah Blythe, who comes up to the plate, gets drilled on the shoulder by Tellez. And that one ran inside, got him pretty good. Tellez walking off the mound, checking to make sure he's okay. Blythe will take his base on the first. You get a walk and a hit by pitch. As Hawaii Pacific will have 2 runners on. Still 2 out. Now here's Daniel Johnson, the cleanup hitter, coming on with 2 runners on base. Johnson swinging at the first pitch, fouls it off. Daniel Johnson singled in his last at bat. Still going from Tellez. Now just a little bit inside for ball 1. Let's set. Playing from the stretch, delivers the 1-1 pitch, misses just a little bit outside for ball 2. Seems like the strike zone is getting smaller and smaller by the inning. Over here, like Johnson, may have to shrink it down a little bit. Here's a 2-1. Johnson sending that back out to shallow center field, is going to fall in for a hit. 1 run will score standing up. That will be Agnew. Daniel Johnson with an RBI single, extending the Hawaii Pacific lead to 4 runs now, making it a 5-1 game. So the base on balls and the hit by pitch given up by Tellez comes back to haunt him. That's something you hope didn't want to happen. So for how this game has been going, as Tyler Arnold bounces over to third, Flannery thrown on to first to get out of the inning. Only 1 run given up by Menlo in the top half of the 4th, as we'll go to the bottom half of the 4th. Hawaii Pacific up 5-1. So you're tuned into Menlo Oaks baseball here on the Pac West Network.